Hey folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. Okay, I'm going to admit to you guys that I've not played this for a little while. I've been mega busy with real life stuff, just to the point where I've just not even really had time to play any games whatsoever. So, and the last stuff that I was playing was Field of Glory, but I think it's time to get a Shadow Empire episode out. So, here's the problem. Usually what will happen is if I've had a large break from a series, I will go back and watch the last few episodes to try and get an idea of where my head is at. Unfortunately, I just don't have time. So that's what's been stopping me from playing this, because I knew that I'd need to go and re-watch where I was, and the knowledge that it was going to take me an hour or so just to catch up to where I was just stopped me from playing. So I think I'm just going to have to get on with it, guys, and I'll have to pick it up from where I was. So this will be kind of interesting in a sense that if you've not seen me do this before, try to figure out where I am again, then it might be an interesting experience for you. Long-time series viewers will know that I do this occasionally, unfortunately, and I just kind of have to go, right, what was I doing here? And I know, like, from watching my own, you know, from me being somebody who watches YouTube as well, it can be a little bit jarring, right, when you're kind of binge watching a whole series full of a, you know, a particular series, and then you notice that the person that you're watching just kind of doesn't seem to know what he's doing. So yeah, I apologize for that. There's nothing which I can do. Okay, so what I will tell you is that I do remember that we were attacking into here, and we were trying to make some kind of air bridge. I think it was an air bridge. Yeah, I think I was building there. Let me have a look at these. Okay, so that was it. So it's the flamingo. The flamingo here are the ones that we're using to create the airbridge. Now, this airbridge was over here, I believe. Yeah, there we go, look. So we've got an airbridge between Port Royal and, what's this one called? Altoda, that was it. Okay, I remember now. And initially, I remember now that I was gearing up to attack these guys here. Which would have been, I mean, that looked like a reasonable target for me. They got a lot of units, but I think I ended up deciding to attack here because I think they attacked me, if I remember right. Anyway, let's have a look at the vidcom. Okay, we've got motorized siege infantry. We've dug out a gravitonic collector. That's good. So that's going to give us energy. And then we've got some cards. Okay, we've got some naval attacks going on. Now, here's one good thing to do, right? If you are coming to a game and you've not watched it for a while, or you've not played it for a while, go to the Empire dashboard, and then there's a series of the reports that you can go through to kind of get an idea of where you're at. Okay. So, for example, yeah, we're losing about 470 credits per turn. Now, I remember that not being as high before, so I do wonder if we've been building a lot. Let's go and have a look at that. Where are we? On the construction overview. Yeah, we're building a whole lot of stuff, look. So, yeah, Hospital 3, Methane Synthesis Plant 1. We've got an Airbase 4 going up in Cortez. And some heavy industry. And a demetallization plate in Maxia as well. I think if I remember right now, the plan was to actually, I think I was going to make this an SHQ. Yes, it is an SHQ. And this was going to be the SHQ that we were going to use to attack this area here. I think Maxia here needs to be well defended. It's possible that these guys might attack us if they're Solarion state. And they are hostile, and they're a militarist as well. So we can expect attack here, I think. It might be wise for us to get some SAM, surface-to-air missiles up if we can. Let's have a look at the decisions for this turn. Okay. Military Research Council. Discovery's at 25. Yeah, there's not a lot to discover. Look, until we actually open up a new tier. Now, looks like we're working on laser rifles right now. That will open us up into photonics. We could also, yeah, I mean, battle dress would be good. Looks like we're going into industrial robotization, which will take us down into robotics. Okay. Yeah, we're getting into some of the end game techs now. This game has gone on a long time. I am aware of that. That's why I kind of want to get it finished. But you know, it's been fun. Right, I don't usually like to hurry stuff. Oh, we've got Flamingo up here, look, and they're not doing an air bridge. Okay, what were they set for the air bridge? think it was they were going to go back to Port Royal, if I remember right. Because we had Port Royal to Maxia, and then we were going to do this one to Port Royal, weren't we? I think that was right. So let's just right-click, go to Air Bridge. And we need to select the unit first. Okay. Then I think we click here. Is that right? I forgot how to do this already. Yeah, there we go. Look, I think that's done it. Oh, no. Okay, click on the flamingo. Okay, and then we hit the air bridge key. Bear with me. That one is an air bridge. Again, okay. Then I think you just right click. There we go, look. Yeah, now we've got the air bridge up here, look. So we've got A and B. You can see we've got A there, the black A, and then we've got the grey B. And the grey B is coming from this. So we've got an air bridge now back from Maxia, back to Port Royal. I do remember now that that was what I was intending to do, because I wanted to have a kind of triangulation between these three SHQs, essentially. We could also... Now, the thing is, once that air bridge that we've got with those transporters is pretty impressive. It's going to be using a lot of oil. But as you've noticed, oil isn't something that we are really... I mean, look, Maxia is actually losing... We're losing oil here from Maxia because we've got so much. What we could do... we've got a fuel depot there. We've got the methane plant, look. So what we could actually do is we could drop the production on the methane plant. Now that's creating 800 per turn. We are currently wasting 700. So we could mothball this. But I think that now we're actually getting this this air bridge up. That's actually going to take pretty much, you know, that amount. I'd have thought. I can't remember exactly how much it was costing. I think we can actually check, can't we, in the air bridge overview. Let's just have a look at this. Okay. Doesn't say. Maybe if we go to Port Royal. Ooh, look at that. We do need to air bridge across some fuel from Maxia here over to Port Royal. I think because look, we're actually losing. We're not getting any oil into Port Royal at all here. We just go to the items. Yeah, we're not producing anything. Look, and we. You're sent in from the SHQ to the zones. Okay. Yeah, we've not even got any in the stocks, look. And we're consuming 120. Airbridge 4... Sorry, Airbase 4 consumed 80 fuel. Truck Station 2 consumed 40 fuel. Okay, but what about the airbridge? How much is that airbridge using? So let's just have a look at the... Where are we? There we go. This guy. Okay, so 10,000. He's got 1,000 fuel. Now he was requesting 360. That's this one here. Look. This is nine. So we've got 90 of these flamingos. Now upkeep and stocks. Yeah, we received 360 and we requested 360. Is that what they're using per turn then? 360. We sent 555 to units. We sent 120 to the zones. That makes about sense. So this looks like it's using about 500. Unless there was, you know, I forgot if we were moving any tanks or anything around this turn as well. The other thing is, of course, is that we likely were using aircraft as well. Oh, we've got helicopters here. These are the Crispers. Okay, this one's a fighter bomber. We can use these ones to attack. I think it's X to attack, isn't it? Yeah, air attack.
Bombs away!
Yeah, you can use these things to attack the sea life. Look, and that's one thing that some meta that the community have come up with for aircraft is it's attacking stuff off the coast, which I think is quite funny. That's not probably what Vic was really intending air forces to be used for, perhaps, but certainly it's what people are starting to use them for here. Okay, so we were hoping to get. I think we have a decision getting a transport contract over on this side, if I remember right. Let's have a look what our decisions are. I'm going to put this up to 80.
Aye, aye, sir.
Applied Science Council task priority, no change. I'm just going to keep that high. Foreign Affairs Council task priority. There aren't many miners on this one, I don't think. Yeah, so we're just going to keep that one as it is. Quack Doctors are my favourite event. This should be okay if we support it.
Roger that.
No, we failed. Okay. We lost a load of population and a load of danger. Maritime Trading House offering to buy halfway population. No, we can't really do that. Now, I remember this one being critical. What I mean by this one, sorry, is I remember our profile being important. So let's just go back to the urgent issues. No, demand overview. Okay, so we need to raise meritocracy to 51. We need to raise enforcement to 64. Private assets as well, we've got to raise. Okay, Mark Cove is going to be upgrading to a big town. Do we want to do that yet? Yes, I'd say. Let's just have a look at its... Oh yeah, Civilization's Extreme. Yes, we do want to do this. This is a good plan now. That means that we can upgrade the bureaucracy if nothing else. So that's... Oops. That's one good thing that we can do. If bureaucratic office is 3. Okay. Go back to the decisions. Aphrodite Sea transport contract with Maritime Trading House. It's Aphrodite C1. This must be this one here. No, that's Heimdall-Brine. That was it. Okay, so yeah, this was... Let's just see where we can... Where they're offering for us to go. Okay. There we go. So we've got a port assault, a direct port assault on Notelook. That might be okay. I don't think we've got anyone here. I can't see any units there. We have got 120 recon, which means I don't think they've got anything there. Let's just go straight into the port. So we're going to go for this transport contract here. And we want to go from Port Royal. Now, we've got 4,000 port points from Port Royal. And let's have a look. Now, we can get 500 logistical points for 3 rounds. This is cheap. Look, we could spend 1,500 and get 2,500 logistical points for 8 rounds. That's quite expensive, right? But well, it's not expensive. That's really, really cheap. The nice thing about that would be is that we can get 2,500 logistical points in. Whereas if you remember before, we were kind of like trying to subsist on 500 per turn, which was pretty low. So yeah, 2,500 would be nice. Now, do we need that many for 8 rounds? I mean, look, we could just bump a whole bunch of credits in here and get 42 rounds. 2,500 logistical points. Now, have we got 2,500 logistical points available at this at that port? That's what I need to figure out. So let's just... It's going to go up to Port Royal. But let's just go to... Let's go to our MTH and contracts. Okay, so we're using 1,000... Hang on, from Port Royal. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, we're using 3,000 already. 1, 2, 3,000 and 125. So actually, we can't actually fulfill the whole contract from this. Now, we could potentially end one of these contracts. For example, we've got one going to Cortez. We've got one going to Altona. We've got one going to Teatfield. We could end that one there, although that's only 125 points. We've paid for it, remember, as well. We've got one going to Heimdall-Brine, to Red Bar, which we need. Well, I don't know if we need the full 500 points there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for the 1,500. And what I'll do is I'm going to pay for it just for... Yeah, I think we do want to go from Port Royal because that's the main production centre that we've got. So Now we're only going to have 1,000, aren't we? Let's see what we can do. What we could now we've got the air bridges up. We could always cancel the contracts that we've got to increase the logistical points from Port Royal. Alternatively, if we've got the opportunity, we could increase the size of the port. Now I don't know if I can do that yet. Let's get the contract. I mean, the contract's cheap at the moment. Look, this is really, really cheap. So I might go for the 16 rounds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Spies in Lilith Republic have found information. Which one is Lilith Republic? Regimes. They're in a blackmailing mood with us. Yeah, we probably want to get the real politicas in there. Well, I assume we do. I'm not too worried about making that decision unless I know exactly which one it is. When was Lilith Republic? Let me just go and look on the strategic map. Ah, it's these guys here. Ah, alright. So they've actually got this area here. This is Lilith. They're quite big, look. And they've got Torona. And now these must be the guys that we're attacking into then, right? No, we're attacking into Montes. This is Lilith Republic. Hey, wait a minute. Am I attacking the wrong place? No. This is Lilith Republic here. They've got Torona here, look. This looks like a decent sized city. Yeah, it's a major city, look. It's unincorporated though. Ah, it's interesting. They've only just taken that then. That could be a nice little goal, but since we're currently at war already, I don't think we want to go to war with anyone else. Let's get the commercial faction in. Elisaria, they're our neighbours, aren't they? Let me just have a look at Elisaria. Those guys are cold with us at the moment. They've got that high relation though. Okay, we've got Syndics in at the moment, but we're supporting the real politicas. Let's just go with the Syndics again and we'll just see who wins.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The reason why I'm doing that is because I don't actually mind if they attack me, because if they attack me it means I get to take their stuff, basically. And they are so far away, I don't think, like they're up here, look, I don't think they can really do a whole lot to us, to be honest. And they're a relatively small nation. I think they'd be crazy to attack us. Alright. Yeah, we need to make some more cash. We did lose quite a lot of money that turn. What else can we do? Yeah, we need to get some oil over from Maxia. So let's go to transfer to Port Royal. Okay, yeah, we can. Let's take over 600 fuel. That's about what we were using.
Roger that.
And what else do we want? Energy's also low here. Are we building energy assets here? If not, why not? Okay, we finished high tech. All right, wow, we're going to be using a lot of energy next turn because we've got high tech coming in. Got a methane plant coming in as well, and that uses energy, I think. Yeah. Wow, building a lot of stuff here, but no energy. Whoosh. Okay, we've got a nuclear plant 2 there. Now, there has been some changes made to solar. Now, I don't know if that's kicked in yet. I don't think it will kick in this game. Yeah, solar's still pretty powerful here. Look, so yes, still 75. In the current patch that's just come out, they've nerfed this a big. Like this is now producing about 30 or 35, something like that. And it uses there's been some changes basically. I don't think it uses rare metals anymore as upkeep, but yeah. It's producing 1000 energy. Look, this is really good. Like, what are we on? Level 4. So this is 750 energy. And it's actually producing 1000. So yeah, solar's still reasonably good in this. Especially considering, look, the production cost is only 1,900 workers. This is really, really good. It was too good, I think, in my opinion, at this point of the game. Let's just have a look what our modifier will be for solar. Go to help. Planet statistics overview. Yeah, we're getting a slight increase on solar. Yeah, methane synthesis is going to be our best way of making fuel, look. Definitely. Okay, so we need to get some more energy up, and we need to get it up relatively quickly. I think in this version of the game, getting solar is probably a good idea, because it's just so, like, it's just relatively cheap. Yeah, we could get a level 3 solar panel up here. This is going to increase this from 225 to 450. That should cover this immediate deficit. Oh no, it won't. It's going to be 3 rounds as well. Let's get that anyway. I think maybe in Port Royal we have to build something else. Nuclear plant 3 is one, but the problem is, look, it's going to take 19 machines for 8 rounds. Now, this does give you 4,500, so it is significant. Serpentinization might be a good one. Yeah, I don't know, because... Okay, like, here's my thoughts, right? We can get methane on this one, I think. Methane production. Where are we? That by... No. That's deep core. I just remember where the methane production... I'm sure we've got one of those up, haven't we? Here? Yeah, methane plant. Which one is that built in? The industry. Yeah, there we are. Methane plant. See, this one gives you a lot of energy, a lot of fuel. And look, actually, we're just from the level 1, we're getting 802 here. So that's really, really powerful for getting, at least for getting fuel. What we could do is we could get a methane plant fuel, a methane plant here. Why can't we build it here? We already got one. Yes, we have. We're building one. There we go. That's why. Okay, so we are actually building methane. Now, what's nice about the methane plant is that we could potentially, in a pinch, we could just get a power station up, the standard power station. Now, the standard power station does use a lot of fuel, but it has a good output as well. If you look at the energy, it gives you 500 straight away. Now, it does use 500 fuel, but it just transmutes 500 fuel straight into 500 energy, which is pretty good. You'll see the level 4 power plant produces 8,000 energy, but it uses a lot of fuel. It's, you know, the fuel production becomes more efficient, I guess, because you're using less fuel input, but it's, I mean, it gives you a lot of energy, but it's a lot of fuel as well. That is, I think people kind of miss this one. I certainly miss this one. If you've got lots of fuel, this is a good one to get early in the game. It comes out relatively quickly, and it gives you a lot of energy for what you get. You've just got to have lots and lots of fuel. Okay. Serpentinization, that one comes a lot later in the game. That one's particularly good if you don't have much in the way of fuel. I probably wouldn't use that if you've actually got a fuel, you know, a decent fuel output. Nuclear is probably the way to go. The only problem is with this one is, look, you need to get to level 4. Gives you 4,500. It just takes 6 radioactives to turn as well, which is quite high. And you know, the initial investment is quite significant with the machines and with the high-tech components, so we can't go there yet. We are probably outstripping our ability. Sorry, we're outpacing our own ability to power things. So that's something to be wary of. Now, we will be making high-tech parts. So how far are we into heavy industry? Yeah, we just get the level 1. Really, what we want to do is get more machines. Once we've got a decent stockpile of machines, then we go for the next nuclear power station, I think. Obviously, then we've got to think about powering, you know, fueling it with the radioactives too. That's why I love the economic game in this. It's so fun. It really is. You really got to think about what it is that you're doing. Okay, next turn, folks, we should be able to get one of our brigade. We should be able to get a brigade over, or we start moving a brigade over to a Noet flick here. Was Netflix that we did it to. I've just had a minor mini panic then, thinking, hang on a minute, did I actually send that to the right one? ITC 1, that was the recon contract. No, look, okay. Yeah, this one here, look. No, look, okay. So yeah, that's all set up for next turn. All right. Wow, this has been a long episode, folks. I'm sorry about that. It's basically because I'm trying to kind of get myself back into the game after being away from it for a while. So, what's going on in Altona? Building heavy industry 1, bureaucratic officers. We put a food silo up. Yeah. Okay. I want to preempt power here. I think we need to get more power. Let's get a methane synthesis plant up here too, I think. Now, hold on. Have we got high tech coming in here? No. Okay. I wonder where this high tech part was coming from. It must have, maybe from one of these. I reckon it must have been coming from the... Go to items. 2 is actually produced by the zone. Okay. Then we sent one out. Yeah, getting methane synthesis would be decent. Now, what are our existing industrial assets in this zone for fuel? Is it serpentinization? Oil drill. Okay, we're just relying on oil at the moment. Okay, we've got oil coming in there. Methane would be the best way to go, I think. Yeah, the oil drills 1,400. Yeah, they're quite light on the workers as well. That's the good thing about oil drilling. But yeah, I think we need to get some energy up there. Not thinking about energy. Maybe just getting another solar panel field might be a good idea. Yeah, it's relatively cheap, isn't it? We probably do need to get some machines over. I think what we'll do is we'll send some over from... just buy some. In fact, we could just produce some here, couldn't we? In Altona. Yeah, let's make some in the workshop.
Roger that.
Yeah, I didn't consider that actually when I was looking at Port Royal, whether to build the energy the nuclear plant. We could actually just manually manufacture the machines that we need as well. What did we go with in the end? I think I went with another power plant, didn't I? Yeah, another solar panel. There we are. Still not going to cover it. Okay, Altona's got energy. Is actually going backwards in energy too. Yeah, looks like we need to start making some more energy production. That looks like to be the big thing. Nuclear power plant would give us 500 here. It's just so many machines though. Let's go with the solar just to start off with. Just cover that immediate deficit. Okay, I think that's about it. What did I end up building here? Yeah, solar panels. So we're building a bunch of solar panels. Solar panels are a bit of a no-brainer, to be honest, on this patch. Yeah, and then we need to start thinking about getting a brigade over here. I think we're going to send these guys. I think we'll send this to be the first, is it, or the second? We'll send the second light infantry over, I think. In that case, we need to make sure that they are the latest model. Let's just have a look at our models again. Got the riflemen. Oh, they're obsoleted, so they must suck. Yeah, they're a slightly better structural design, but they were bad luck. Not very good at all. Yeah, they probably would improve eventually. But let's just stick with the Grunt 6 for now. By the obsoleted ones. Okay, so Grunt 6. Yeah, that's what we've already got here. And we've got some Abrahams. Just move those in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 7. We've got all of them. We just figure out exactly Who is in that order of battle there for 6th? 1, 2, 6. Yeah, we're one. We can actually attach one more unit to them. What might we need over there? We don't really know because we don't really know what they've got. Have we got enough? Hang on, got an aircraft here. Gonna send this aircraft recon.
Birds are in the sky.
Okay.
Returning to base, sir.
Okay, they've got a whole lot of buggies. Okay, that's interesting. That's a recon division. Wow. Okay. That's going to be difficult to fight. They've got Gauss machine guns and 50mm steel plating. Okay, 364 hit points. I think we're going to need RPGs or tanks to kill those. And these tanks ain't going to cut it. I'm glad I looked at this. I really am. Yeah, these tanks wouldn't hurt them. They're really, really powerful armoured cars, they are. What have we got RPG-wise? Okay, these would do it. Those guys would do it. So we need some RPGs. We got siege infantry, we got RPG infantry. They might do it. What are we actually creating? What are we researching with Military Research Council right now? Laser rifles. Okay, they're not much good. Well, they are good, but not for this particular job. Where am I going with this? Okay, so what I'm trying to think is, where are the... Okay, we've got guided RPGs. We've got heavy guided RPGs. Have we got a model of those? Let's just go and look at that model. What are you using? It says bazooka. That's just a heavy RPG. Okay, so we could actually get a better model of these. Really, we want to switch over to that if we can. What's the Model Design Council doing now? Design. Getting a 0 gun. Okay, we'll wait until next turn. I think that we're going to get wrecked by these things if we go in as we are. I think the tanks are going to be too heavy to take over, and I don't think they're going to be much better, to be honest. Yeah, they wouldn't defend well because they don't have very hard attack or hard defense. They're just using a howitzer. Yeah, this is an interesting conundrum. What attack aircraft have we got? Got a fighter bomber. We've just got the Crisper. Is that it? Oh, we got attack bomber as well. Got the Moonrise. God, these were bad, weren't they? Okay, the Trailblazer 2 is actually better. Okay, yeah, it's still got no hard attack. Yeah, we don't really have much that we can fight these with as it is. Now, we've got lowlands grassy, so these guys are they're probably going to run over us. Motorized would get a motorized get a minus. Oh, low mountains grassy. Ah, that changes things. Okay, that means these guys get a minus 50% attack penalty, and they've only got a 300 soft attack anyway. So that would be immediately drop down to 150 soft attack. So let's just have a look at our infantry again. And then we get 240 hard defense. Is that right? No. 600 hit points. These will be fine to defend against those, I think. Because, look, those guys are getting what? They're going to be attacking at 150. And we've got over 4 times that in hit points. And right, we are going to get, yeah, we don't get any defensive penalty, whereas they're going to be getting a 50% attack penalty in here. And we're lucky. When I first looked at it, I skim read it, and I thought that said grasslands because I'm an idiot. I thought I was looking at plains grassy. No, this is low mountains. So these things are going to be useless in here. And it looks like they're already kind of facing off against these guys, and they're probably not expecting an attack here. In fact, they've left this undefended. Let's send our men in. At the very, very worst, we're going to lose some troops, okay? Because they might just go, oh, well, we'll attack you, and then, you know, we lose some troops. But I think that we are going to be able to, our men will be able to entrench in these mountains pretty well, especially if we put them on entrench. Where is the, we've got an entrench card. Yes, we have.
Yes, sir.
Okay, going to put them on entrench, and then yeah, those guys are going to entrench to high hell. Basically, they're going to dig in, and they'll get like a ridiculous entrenchment bonus on there. So the maximum entrenchment is 200, which is going to go up to what, 300. So 300 is going to be, yeah, then once they've got 300, that, if I remember right, that makes their hit points 3 times. So they're going to have like 1,500, what was it, 16, yeah, 6, 12, 18, 1,800 hit points against 150. Yeah, these things aren't going to be able to do anything. I almost swore then. They're not going to be able to do anything to us. Unless I'm drastically getting my mathematics and understanding of the game mechanics wrong, but I don't think I am. Especially if I can move some out into here as well. In fact, we could get troops here, here, and here, or here, here, and here. Yeah, I could actually move troops down like this. Look, across these mountains. And those buggies aren't going to be able to do anything. We're not going to be able to hit them back until we get a good RPG model, or, you know, we bring something, you know, some aircraft. Could those crispers do it? I can't remember if I... Let's have a look at the tactical bombers. Sorry, the fighter bomber. They've got a bomb hatch, so yeah, they're no good. Look, yeah, they're going to be good for soft defense, soft attack. But I need to, yeah, I didn't think the enemy. I didn't think the enemy would be using many like vehicles on this map. Doesn't really seem like the right map for it, to be honest. It's not, is it, really? You've got a few hexes where you can attack, like on the coast, but I don't know. I wouldn't bother with tanks or vehicles on this map. At least, I mean, look at this. Where are you going to use them here? Know what I mean? Infantry is king in this game. Okay, all right, folks. I'm going to end the episode there anyway, because it's we're starting to push it a little bit. I will catch you in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed the series. Sorry about the breaking in stuff. It's just I'm really busy at the moment. I don't even have time to play games at the moment. But I forced myself to make some time for this, because otherwise my channel's going to die, and I don't want that. I put a lot of work into building it, so I'm going to try to get a video out every day. But I've promised that before, and it's just difficult at the moment. Okay, folks. Catch you next time. Take care.